Alrighty, I got a little update. I wanted to talk a little bit about these raw switches. I don't know if you noticed the last few videos I had. They used to be right here, and I'd taken them out for a while because I was trying to run an old Marks fat wheel engine, which I've got. I did a little project on painting it and everything, and did all this work to it, and then finally the rear driver just kind of fell off, and so that project's kind of on hold till I start over. But in the meantime, I wanted to relocate these switches. These are, I don't know if I know I did a video on these a long time ago, but these are O gauge Ross, what they call Ross plate switches. These are number 4s. They do make some 072s. I had a pair of 072s before, and I sold them so I could get these. Sorry. So I could do the crossover here, and wanted to, a true number 4. The only thing else that they make besides the 072 is they do make a curve part for the switch. So in other words, if you got this on a siding, curves back out straight. I don't have any of those. I wish that they would make an entire line of track with this type of tie spacing and everything. Kind of looks like the old the K-line track, the shadow rail. But anyway, I just relocated these from over here where the controllers were to here. This is a little flatter area. I never really had much trouble out of them. I had to do a little bit of filing and stuff, and I haven't hooked the machines up to them. But I wanted to put them back because I didn't have any way of getting the trains from one track to the other. It was kind of frustrating just picking cars up, and putting them on there. And another reason too is when at some point over here on my workbench, I was gonna veer off this track here and go back into that corner with a 2 or 3 track yard, whatever I could get to fit. I don't know yet, but and I'm probably gonna put a flyer switch here, kind of like one of those. Put it right here. And it'll just be a straight shot back that way. So I'm thinking in the future, if I pull a train out to go to the inside track, it's got to come around here and at least have a way to get into the inside track. And I tested most of my engines through these switches again, because it's been a while since I bought like that U-boat there, and even that little K-line switcher I got ran through these really smooth, really well. And I just, for switches, I like the closing frog type, which is like those over there. It's just the most foolproof thing there is. I mean, it's the smoothest switch you can get. Problem is nobody makes them anymore. So I get them here and there, where I can find them. And as far as I guess I would say a Lionel-like switch, these Ross are much better than the ones that Lionel used to make like this. Now the fast track switches that I had before, the number 6s, I gotta say those were really good turnouts. But my experience with the latest fast track wasn't too good, so I wasn't too impressed. But anyway, that's why I'm doing this. Anyhow, I just had a little update. Hadn't done a lot out here at all. The holidays and all. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's. I just relocated this, and what I was going to say too was I noticed on this switch, this rail right here, this small one here, and this small one here, these rails are actually dead when you get them. If you buy these switches, these two, they just come to this plastic part here and they stop. So it's up to the track beyond it to power it. So basically this is dead to here, and this one's dead to here, which insulates both of these. And then I put an insulated pin in here. So these are actually separated. You don't have to put insulators here. If you did that, this little section from here to here would be dead. And you don't want to do that. So anyway, that's just a little thing I passed on. But anyway, yeah, they're good. They're a little pricey, but they're good turnouts. And I wish that they were a little more readily available. And I wish they had, like I said, if they made his name is Steve that runs Ross Switches. If he made a line of this track, I think it would sell well. But it's hard to compete with this Menard stuff that's so cheap, and that's probably why he don't want to mess with it. Because if you're into this type of track, then there's tons of old line nail track, and then there's also this Menards, which is it's a little flimsier as far as strength goes. To me, it's a little more floppy as far as these ties and everything, but electricity wise it's really good. I mean, I haven't had no problems with any kind of electrical flow or anything. And these switches are really ruggedly built. I do recommend them if I want to get to the point and put the switch machines back on there, because they got the little glowing switch machine on them and everything, which is kind of cool. And it's just fun to push the buttons too, Oh, but anyway, I guess that's all I got to say for now. But I've been watching some of you other guys' videos. It's about all I've done through the Christmas holidays and stuff. And man, y'all got lots of neat stuff going on, and I appreciate everybody who watches mine. I'm not a professional by any means. I just try to have some fun, pass along what I know. But anyhow, I hope y'all have a great year. I hope you're blessed beyond what you were last year. Anyway, that's all for now.